Hi everyone, Linda Heldman here for Canadian Beats. I have with me on the phone today Alessia Cohle from Mississauga, Ontario.
Hello.
Hi sweetie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I always love when we get together and chat because it can go on for hours.
This is not a lie.
But we won't do that today because I know you're on a time restriction, so let's get talking.
All right.
You just released on October 27th your brand new 6-song EP called Wild Eye Wanderer. Tell
Mm-hmm.
tell us about that. It's exciting.
It is extremely exciting. We did a 1-week exclusive Spotify release, and then the rest of the digital platforms, it comes out November 3rd, which I'm really excited about. This EP was extremely exciting to create, just from the writing process to the recording process, and now being able to share it with everybody has been really, really great.
I've had a chance to listen through the EP several times, like especially this morning. I think I've played it through like 3 or 4 times. The first song, Wanderlust, just captures you. It you and it's a fun song. It's a moving song. Um, what was it like the writing for that?
Well, Wanderlust literally means desire to travel and roam about, and I do a lot of that.
That you do.
So I love traveling and exploring and learning about new places and cultures, and so I wanted to write a song that kind of expressed that part of me. And it kind of was an accident when I wrote it with Doug and Jane. We just kind of were talking, and I had just come back from Austin, Texas, and I had just gotten a new tattoo that was an arrow that expressed my desire to explore, and we kind of just all looked at each other and we were like, this is a song we have to write.
Great. It's great. You know, I've got that wanderlust spirit as well, and I think that's why we connect so well. The
Yeah,
video
probably.
the video for this is the scenery in a lot of it is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Now, is some of that when you were over in Spain and Italy last year?
Yeah, all of the home videos that you see in the music video, I actually took with my phone.
Awesome.
It was really fun. We kind of knew that that's what we wanted to do for the video, and I was over the moon that I was like, oh my gosh, I get to put some of my favorite places in my music video and some of my favorite people that live overseas that I don't get to see very often. So they were all really excited that they had little bits in the video too.
It has to be exciting. It you can just tell by that video alone with that actual footage, just the kind of girl you are. You're fun and you've got that wanderlust spirit, and you're just always a pleasure to be around. You spread sunshine and happiness wherever you go.
Oh, thanks, Linda. What a lovely morning.
So, I've listened to the other tracks as well. Now, Always a Bridesmaid. I seem to recall you had a story about that when we were talking previous, and I can't remember if there is, but if so, tell me about that. I really do like that song.
Thank you. When I wrote it just after my best friend got married, and I was her maid of honor, and it was funny because I was the only single person in the bridal party out of the guys and girls. It was just me, and which I'm totally fine with. And it was funny because everyone around me kept saying, "Oh, like when's it your turn? When's it your turn? When's it your turn?" And I was like, I am very fine in this exact moment of my life where I am. I'm very happy and very confident in who I am and the dream that I'm aspiring towards. So I was in Nashville, and I had a write books with Jane, and I was telling her this story, and I was like, what if we write the song Always a Bridesmaid, but we flip it so that it's like, I'm good. I'm like, I'm good right now. She was like, ooh, yeah. So then that's how the song got written.
I love the message in that, because when you are confident and comfortable with who you are and you're not out there looking, you're focusing on your career, that's okay.
I agree.
Yeah, it's totally okay. And that message comes through, and I think it's an empowering song for women that,
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. And Wild is another one that has that feeling of travel and everything, which is actually where the EP title came from.
That's right.
Yes, yes, because in the first line it talks about I'm a wild-eyed wanderer. And yeah, and it's got a flow. And again, there isn't a song on here I don't like.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
I love that. I know you're considered a country girl, but this is it has country undertones, but I love the horns. There's horns throughout most of these songs, and has more of a soul and R&B type feel to it, which is really different.
Oh, thank you. That's what we were going for. I was brought up on that music and some classic rock as well, and I really wanted to really tell my story, not just lyrically but musically as well. And I was like, it's still going to be a country record, but I want to have these influences, and I think we did a good job.
Well, I have to say, as soon as I hear horns in a country song, I automatically think of Johnny Reid, because he brings a lot of that soulful sound to his music. And coincidence, oddly enough, whatever you want to call it, Douglas Romanow also has worked with Johnny.
Yes, he has. That's right.
Yeah, so he's awesome. He was actually at part of the band at the CCMAs this year. Was he not?
Yes.
Yeah, he was.
Doug, you mean?
Sorry?
You're talking about Doug?
Yes.
Douglas Romanow? Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the MD for the house band, and he invited me to be a part of the house band again this past year, which was, like, I was honored to be a part of that badass group of musicians.
And you got to do background singing for a lot of really awesome people there this year.
Oh, it was incredible. The people I met and the feedback that the house band received was just so incredible, and I was so grateful. It really was honored to be on that stage with everybody.
Oh, it was just incredible, and I know I was able to capture a few pictures of you, not some of my best work, but we got a few of you on stage there. It was good. So with the new EP, you're going to be doing some touring. One very special thing is you're going to be part of the Via Rail Artists on Board program, which I know a number of artists who have done this, and it seems to be gaining momentum as a great way of artists to showcase their music and travel across the country courtesy of Via.
Honestly, it was one of my favorite experiences so far. I still talking about it. I've been home since Saturday, and it was one of the most special experiences, getting to perform on the train, 3 shows a day for 4 days, and then 2 station stops, and that happened going to Vancouver and coming back. And we had so much fun, and the passengers are really responsive, and the workers, the attendants, and the Via Rail crew were incredible. They were like, they would kind of want to stop what they were doing. They're like, we want to be involved with what's going on in this car right now. It was such a great time. I got to share my music across the country, which was incredible. and, play some shows out west. I actually got to attend the BCCMAs, which was really fun for me.
Oh, awesome.
We happened to be out there while they were happening, and they invited me to, go and hang out with them. And so I said, of course. And then take the train back, and it was such an amazing way to see the country.
Mm-hmm.
We have such vast, each province really has their own thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so beautiful to see the Rocky Mountains.
Oh, absolutely.
The prairies are really pretty. In Manitoba and Northern Ontario, there was a lot of snow already, and I was like, this is incredible.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I know Dean Brody, when he was doing the Canada 150 train, he said it's really great to see what you don't see driving the highways, because it takes you on a different route and you see things that you would not see anywhere else but being on a train.
It's true. It's really, really true. Northern Ontario is stunning.
Mm-hmm.
And when we left, it was, October 10th. So the trees were all orange and red and yellow and just stunning. And I was like, you don't get to see this off the highway at all when you're driving up there. The thing with the prairies and the Rocky Mountains, we were in the mountains. It was really cool.
Great. Yeah. I would love to take the train across the country sometime, and you never know, that might happen.
I recommend it to anyone who's thinking about it. I say just bite the bullet and just, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
And same thing with artists. If they're thinking about traveling cross country, the Artist on Board program really is a fabulous way to do it.
Mm-hmm. Great. I know you have to go, but thank you so much, Alessia, for chatting with me today. And
Thank you for chatting with me.
I wish you all the best with this new EP. Do you have a song that's going to be released to radio?
Pardon me?
Do you have a song from this that's going to be released to radio soon?
I hope so. Okay. I will definitely keep everybody posted once that happens.
Be sure to follow Alessia on her Facebook. She's very interactive, responds, always gives lots of great information. Thank you again, Alessia. We've been speaking with Alessia. We've been speaking with Alessia Cohle. Please check her out and go to Spotify or iTunes and have a listen to Wild Eye Wanderer, and please purchase it as well. Right. That's what it's all about. Thank you so much, and I'm Linda Helpman for Canadian Beats.